Testing 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. What's happening? Testing 1 2. Oh, it is working. It is the month of May in Minnesota, Dakota Bar and Grill, St. Paul, Minneapolis. Welcome back to Bobby Watson. It's good to see you.
Thank you, Leigh. My pleasure.
Well, over the past year or so, you have really launched a major project, if I'm correct, and it's under the banner of Horizon. What is your thought and hope for Horizon?
To be able to sustain continued work enough to develop the music and record a few more albums together so that we can launch some of the careers of some of the other cats in the band also, so that they can branch out and be able to do records on their own, hopefully, and just keep playing some music and experimenting with the music and not being afraid to try new things.
Well, as you begin to put this tremendous book together of compositions, it seems to be just a Herculean task, but at the same time, the spirit and joy of it is very, very special.
Well, I know we all love what we do, and we all have great respect for each other. So it's a lot of fun, and it's a great camaraderie between everybody. It's a nice marriage. I haven't had this feeling since the 29th Street Sax Quartet, so it's a nice thing to be able to finally get to a rhythm section situation that has all kind of possibilities.
That rhythm section, you might expand on that.
Carol Dashiell on the bass, Victor Lewis on drums, and Edward Simon at the piano. They have a real empathy for each other, they almost sometimes telepathic, and everybody's so open, and they really feed off of each other very well. And Victor is just such a master at coloring on the drums. It just makes everybody's job easier. And Carol, I know when Carol got in the band, that was another turning point for us, because he came in with attitude to serve the music completely. So he commands his bass, but he serves the music. And Edward, it's the way he flavors the music is just very unique. And coming from Venezuela and playing the music, it's really a great mixture.
Well, that mixture from the rhythm section is just one segment. The front line, of course, sometimes seems to be 5 reeds and 10 brass.
Sometimes we do take on the sections, like he's the brass, I'm the reeds, and I don't know. Me and Milton and I have a great rapport and a great blend, and once again, the respect is there, and that's the main thing that makes the difference. We really genuinely like each other and respect each other. So that's a rare blend, and be able to play music together. It doesn't happen too often.
The music and messages that you program and perform speak for so many roots of this music. What are those roots?
Well, the main roots are the blues, and then some of the church, the different church, Baptist church, whatever, and the rest is sort of the world music approach, which is the roots that you find the same in all musics of the world that is played by the working class people of the world. They have a certain blues in their music that you find all over the world, and we're trying to get into that and exploit some of that stuff too, because the people from all over the world have a great respect for the jazz musicians, and they have high expectations of us to be able to assimilate their music, because they're definitely coming from all over the world playing jazz these days. So the jazz musicians from America, we have a great responsibility nowadays to be able to absorb all kinds of different forms and musics of the world. It's just a matter of being on a certain level on your instrument.
Bobby Watson, certainly you have one ambassador from Venezuela in your group, Ed Simon at piano. What have you discovered about his sense of what your music is about and what this Afro-American music is about?
Well, the rhythm, his rhythmic sense connects us right away. We're connected rhythmically, and melodically, it's still connected too, because jazz is such a classical thing too. A certain portion of it is classical, so we connect on that level also, and it's a great exchange. You know, the rhythmic thing, he really knocks me out, and his touch. He has a beautiful touch on the piano.
On a personal note, for you there have been some career turning points, and let me start perhaps back in this territory in Minneapolis. Was there a turning point for you here in Minneapolis when you were going to school here?
Yes, it's central when a couple of them. When one was when my jazz history, my history teacher turned this history course into a jazz history course. David King, his name was, and he ran the whole history of jazz down to us. That was a really revelation for me. And then after that point, hooking up with James Hamilton, that was teaching at Bryant, he was very helpful and influential into establishing my harmonic sense and giving me voicings and helping me with my arranging in the beginning. And it was those things up here were very influential. And meeting Solomon Hughes, a guitar player that used to play up here, he was very influential on me.
Then the next stop was the University of Miami, a turning point there?
Yeah, meeting Curtis Lundy, playing every night, playing 6 nights a week for the first time, and having a steady gig. And I developed more on that steady gig than all the years of practicing. The practicing was good because then I had the tools, but then playing in front of a live audience heightens your discipline because you know people are listening. And that was a big turning point for me there. And the collaborations with Curtis were invaluable.
Bobby Watson, I know before the lights go out here that after career turning points, you look down the road and perhaps you don't look and project beyond a certain point, but do you envision a big band as a part of your objectives?
Only on special occasions, because I don't know, maybe I'll change. Mama said never say never, but at right this point, I don't know if I could deal with having that many egos around me, because a jazz musician has to play. So I haven't figured out in my mind yet how to keep everybody happy. That many people. If I can figure out how to keep 16 people that want to blow happy, then I think I think about a big band. But I would like to do some big band projects, definitely, and maybe some things with strings, and record some big band arrangements. I have been writing some, and if I could do some of those, that would be great. And maybe do some special projects for festivals where we would all go, do maybe a week or two together, and then abandon ship and go back down to the sextet version. Because I remember when the Messengers re-expanded to the big band, it was crazy. Just everybody getting in blowing time, and we all like to play so much. If I can figure out how to get to that level that Duke had, you know, where we could keep everybody happy, then I wouldn't mind a big band.
That takes a certain kind of leadership, doesn't it?
Oh my goodness, yeah. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet.
Well, certainly with this marvelous group called Horizon, you have the joy and the spirit going, and what a nucleus that is.
Oh, thank you, Leigh. It was my pleasure.
Just great talking with you again, Bobby Watson, and I wish you the very best.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.